Hey there, I'm Stephanie from SixFiguresUnder.com.
And I'm Mike.
I love having him work at home some days so he can come on here with me. Today we want to show you a calculation that will help to motivate you to pay off debt and help you track your debt payment progress. And if you have a spouse that is not on board with paying off debt, or maybe you're not really motivated yourself, this will help you to get fired up to pay off your debt. Now, back in 2016, we finished paying off $144,000 of student loan debt. And I've got a whole email series, there's a link up in the header, a whole email series where I go through the steps we took to set up a plan and what we did to pay that off. So you can click on that, it's free. In our last live video, we talked about our new goal that we're super excited about, to pay off our mortgage in 5 years. So we are back in debt payoff mode. No joke. Is there anyone else here who is fired up to pay off their debt? Or maybe you have debt, but you haven't decided if you're gonna dive in yet? You can leave a comment if you are. We'd love to hear what kind of debt you're paying off. Last night, I was going through our numbers for our November budget update. Each month we share our income, our expenses, what we save over on SixFiguresUnder.com. And this is the first month that we got to actually put some extra money toward our big mortgage.
It's exciting.
Yeah. So while I was in there on the site paying off the extra mortgage, I was looking at the interest, and holy cow, we pay over $1,000 a month just in interest. This is money that we don't have anything to show for except a mortgage. Like, this is money we're just throwing away, really. And it's a 15-year mortgage, so that's why it sounds like so much. But anyway, thinking about the amount of interest really got me excited to share this with you. So if you or your spouse are reluctant to pay off debt, this calculation will help to motivate you. So this is it. Do you know how much interest you pay every day? Do you know what your daily interest is? If you do, leave a comment. You don't have to tell all the numbers, or you can, but I'm curious to see how many of you make this calculation of how much interest you pay daily.
And here's the actual calculation.
It's really simple.
It's pretty simple. So you have your current loan balance, whatever kind of debt that could be, your interest rate, and you multiply the two. And the interest rate, of course, has to be a decimal. So if it's 3.6% interest, it's 0.036. And then that gives you the amount of interest you pay every year. So yearly, you're going to pay your current loan balance times your interest rate as a decimal. And then you can decide how much of that, if you want to see on a daily basis, which is what we're talking about right now, you just divide that by 365. And you see how much you pay every single day in interest. If you're more motivated by a weekly or a monthly number, you can divide by 52 or 12, whatever it is, but it will tell you how much you're actually paying every day. And it's super simple. Now, of course, if you're paying more than just interest, this number will change, because this is the interest you pay per day right now. Hopefully, as your current loan balance goes down because you paid something, the interest rate will stay the same, but your interest in a year will go down. So you could actually create an amortization table if you wanted to do that. But the super simple calculation is how much you owe right now and how much you owe each day right now, given that balance.
So to give you an example, we did this calculation when we were first starting to pay off our student loans. So we started with about $130,000 of student loan debt. And it was at a 6.8%.
Well, part of it was at 5.5% interest, and part of it was at 6.8 because there were two different kinds of loans.
To keep it simple, we multiplied it by multiplied the amount we had remaining times 0.068 to find out that we pay $8,840 a year in interest, or pay or accrue. So divided by 365, that is over $24 a day. Now, $24 might not seem like much just as an amount of money, but think of every morning waking up, taking $24 cash out of your wallet and throwing it in the trash, or burning it, or flushing it, whatever. Think of just getting rid of $24 every day. That's a lot of money to be wasting. So fast forward, that's what, $700 a month. That's a lot. Anyway, fast forward, we paid off quite a bit. We had $77,000 left, and we did this calculation again, and it was down to $14 a day. Still
don't want to throw away
still not money you want to throw away,
but it's better than 24.
It's a lot less. So right now, as we started our goal, a couple weeks ago, our mortgage balance was $363,000, and it's at 3.625%. So that's just over $36 a day of interest that we're throwing away, money that we're just throwing away. So if you have debt right now, whether you're working on it actively or not, I want you to make this calculation. Figure out how much you're paying daily in interest. Now, if you have multiple debts, maybe you have student loans and credit cards and a car payment and a mortgage, all those different, find out what the daily interest you're paying in each of those and add them up and see how much you are paying every day in interest, and visualize yourself throwing away that money. And for me, that gets me fired up and ready to pay off my debt. I hope it does that for you too.
And think about the trend, because if you're paying that amount down faster, then you're throwing away less money every morning faster. If you're actually letting your amount go up, then every morning you have to pull out a few more coins or a few more dollars and throw them away too. So as much as you can keep your debt on a downward track, every day, every subsequent day, you're doing better financially because you pay a little bit less interest that day than the day before.
So then as you're paying off your debt, keep track of that. Maybe every month after you make your big extra debt payment, calculate what the daily interest is now and see how it goes down. That will show you that you're making a difference. So if you have a spouse that's not on board, share this information with them. Crunch the numbers and show your spouse what kind of money you're throwing away.
A lot of times if somebody's not on board, it seems like maybe it's because they're thinking this is a hard thing to do. Like all of this work, all the things I'll have to go without. If instead you can show them, well, this is how much you can actually have. This is the extra money available for you if we do this faster. That's a much more exciting story than we're going to have to go without because we're trying to throw all our money at our debt, and so we're going to eat rice and beans for a while.
Yeah. Have any of you done this? I would love to hear if any of you regularly make this calculation, or if you've just used this number, this daily interest, if you've used this to motivate you to pay off debt. Leave a note in the comments. I would love to hear if this is a normal thing for people to do. Now, there's a fine line between being motivated by this and being discouraged by this. For us, it's really motivating to calculate how much interest we pay each month. For other people, it might be depressing or discouraging. So if this is a number that depresses or discourages you, don't do it, okay?
Or do it once and say, oh, that was awful, I don't want to do it again. And don't do it for another couple of years or something, however long it takes for it to make a big difference. Then you can look at it again and say, awesome.
So, yeah, but don't let this make you feel helpless. We want this to encourage you and to motivate you. If you are just getting started paying off debt, I've got a link in my header here that will take you to a 7-day free email series where I talk about how we paid off $144,000 of debt, how we set up our plan, and how we worked through it. So you're welcome to sign up for that. It's free. I hope this motivates you to crack down on your debt and move toward debt freedom. You can do it. You can do this, guys. Okay,
All right,
see you
next time.